Good morning. Today we will discuss regarding CNC part programming. What is part program? So the part program is a sequence of instructions which describe the work which has to be done on a part in the form required by a computer under the control of a numerical control computer program. It is the task of preparing a program sheet from a drawing sheet. All data is fed into the numerical control system using a standardized format. Programming is where all the machining data are compiled and where the data are translated into a language which can be understood by the control system of the machine tool. The machining data is as follows: A. Machining sequence, classification of process, tool startup point, cutting depth, tool path, etc. B. Cutting conditions, spindle speed, feed rate, coolant, etc. C. Selection of cutting tools. Now, while preparing a part program, it needs to perform the following steps. Step number 1: determine the startup procedure, which includes the extraction of dimensional data from part drawing and data regarding surface quality requirements on the machine component. Step 2: select the tool and determine the tool offset. Step 3: set up the zero position of the workpiece. Step 4: select the speed and rotation of the spindle, whether it is a clockwise or anti-clockwise. Step 5: set up the tool motions according to the profile required. Step 6: return the cutting tool to the reference point after completion the work. And the last step, that is end the program by stopping the spindle and the coolant. So these are the necessary steps for the part program. The part programming contains the list of coordinate values along x, y, and z directions of the entire tool path to finish the component. The program should also contain information such as feed and speed. Each of the necessary instructions for a particular operation given in the part program is known as NC word. A group of such NC words constitutes a complete NC instruction known as a block. The commonly used words are N, G, F, S, T, and M. So the same words that will be explained later in a next slides. Hence, the methods of part programming can be of two types depending upon the two techniques as follows. So, first is manual part programming and second is computer aided part programming. So, first, manual part programming. The programmer first prepares the program manuscript in a standard format. So, manuscripts are typed with a device known as flexowriter, which is also used to type the program instructions. After the program is typed, the punch tape is prepared on the flexowriter. Complex shape components require tedious calculations. So this type of programming is carried out for a simple machining parts produced on a point-to-point machine tool. To be able to create a part program manually, it needs the following information. First is knowledge about various manufacturing processes and machines. Then sequence of operations to be performed on a given component. Knowledge of the selection of cutting parameters. Next is editing the part program according to the design changes and knowledge about the codes and functions used in a part programs. Next type is computer aided part programming. If the complex shape component requires calculations to produce the component are done by the programming software contained in the computer. The the programmer communicates with this system through the system language, which is based on words. So there are various programming languages developed in the recent past, such as apt, that is automatically program tools, adapt, Atospot, compact 2, 2cl, romance, split, is used for writing a computer program which has English like statements. A translator known as compiler program is used to translate it in the form of acceptable to MCU. MCU means it is a machine control unit. CNC program structure. So there are four basic terms used in CNC programming. So character, word, block and program. So character is the smallest unit of CNC program. It can have digit or letter or symbol. Then word is a combination of alphanumerical characters. So this creates a single instruction to the CNC machine. Each word begins with the capital letter and it is followed by a numeral. These are used to represent axis positions, feed rate, speed, preparatory commands, and miscellaneous functions. Then a program. A program block may contain multiple words, sequence in a logical order of processing. And the last is the program comprises of multiple lines of instructions, that is called the blocks, which will be executed by the machine control unit, that is MCU. An NC part program is made up of a series of commands that are input into the MCU in a serial manner. The MCU interprets these commands and generates the necessary signals to each of the drive units of the machine to accomplish the required action. The NC program is required to have a particular structure that the controller can understand and it must follow a specific syntax. Commands like inputs to the controller in units called blocks or statements. Each block is made up of one or more machine commands. In general, several commands are grouped together to accomplish a specific machining operation, hence, the use of a block of information for each operation. Each command gives a specific element of control data, such as dimension or a feed rate. Each command within a block is also called a word. The way in which words are arranged within a block is called block format. Three different block formats are commonly used: fixed sequential format, tab sequential format, and word address format. So how CNC works? So it is controlled by G and M codes. These are number values and coordinates. Each number or code is assigned to a particular operation and typed in manually to CAD by a machine operator. G and M codes are automatically generated by the computer software. So different input formats. First is fixed sequential format, then tab sequential format, and third is word address format. So we will focus on a word address format. So NC word or word address format, a G code format consists of the following words. So these words are M, G, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, I, J, K, F, S, T, R, and M. So basic requirement of NC machine tool. So first is preparatory functions. which unit, which interpolator, absolute or incremental programming, which circular interpolation plane, cutter compensation, etc. Next is coordinates, three translational and three rotational axis. Machining parameters, for example, feed and speed. Tool control, tool diameter, next tool number, tool change. Cycle functions, drill cycle, rim cycle, bore cycle, mill cycle, clearance plane. Then next is coolant control, coolant on or off, flood or mist. Then miscellaneous control, spindle on or off, tape rewind, spindle rotation, direction, pallet change, clamps control, etc. And interpolators, linear or circular interpolation. Now we will see commonly used word addresses. So first letter, that is a N, that is a N code, means it is a sequence number and it is used to identify each block with in an NC program and provides a means by which NC commands may be rapidly located. It is program line number. It is a good practice to increment each block number by 5 to 10 to allow additional blocks to be inserted if future changes are required. So N means it is a sequence number. So that is a first letter that is used in a programming. N means it is a sequence number and it is incremented by 5 to 10. Then next is G code. So it is a preparatory word and it is used as a communication device to prepare the MCU. The G code indicates that a given control function such as G01, that is linear interpolation, is to be requested. Then next words are X, Y, Z codes, that is coordinates. So these give the coordinate positions of the tool. Then F code. F means it is a feed rate. The F code specifies the feed in the machining operation. Then is S code means it is a spindle speed. The S code specifies the cutting speed of the machining process. T code, so that is tool selection. The T code specifies which tool is to be used in a specific operation. Then M code, that is miscellaneous function. The M code is used to designate a particular mode of operation for an NC machine tool. Then I, J, K codes. So they specify the center of the arc coordinates from starting. Now you will see one block. So sequence and format of words. So one block it is given and that block contains N3, G2, X 1.4, Y 1.4, Z 1.4, then I2, J2, K2, F5, S4, T4, M2. So this is one block which contains only one operation. So the first is N3, means it is a sequence number. So it is a third block. N3 means it is a third block. It is a sequence number. G2 means it is a preparatory function. Preparatory function. It may be G00, it may be G01, G02, G03, etc. It is a preparatory function. Then X 1.4, Y 1.4, Z 1.4, these are the destination coordinates where you have to reach, that can be denoted by the coordinates X, Y and Z coordinates. Then I 2.0, Z 2.0 and K 2.0. So if the route it is a arc, then you have to give I, j, k coordinates. So it is a distance to center of the circle that you have to denote. Then F5 means it is a feed rate. It may be in mm per minute or it may be in a mm per revolution. So 5 indicates the feed. Then S4 means it is a spindle speed. T4 it is a tool, means tool number 4 it is used for that particular operation. M2 means it is a other functions. So this is a sequence and format of words. So this is required in a part programming and this sequence is to be followed. So programming key letters 0 that is a program number used for program identification. N means it is a sequence number used for the line identification. G it is a preparatory function. X means it is a x axis designation. Y means it is a y axis designation. Z means it is a z axis designation. R means radius designation. F means it is a feed rate. S is spindle speed. H is tool length offset designation. D means tool radius offset designation. T means it is a tool designation and M means it is a miscellaneous function. We have already seen in a previous slides this data. Then standard G and M codes. The most common codes used when programming NC machines tools are G codes, that is preparatory functions, and M codes means miscellaneous functions. Other codes such as F, S, D and T are used for machine functions such as F means it is feed, S means it is speed, D means it is cutter diameter and cutter diameter offset, and T means it is a tool number, etc. So these are the G codes and M codes. Other codes F, S, D and T, these are the other codes that you have to specify in a block. G codes are sometimes called cycle codes because they refer to some action occurring on the X, Y and Z axis of the machine tool. The G codes are grouped into categories such as group 1 containing codes G00, G01, G02, G03 which cause some movement of the machine table or head. So group 03 includes either absolute or incremental programming. A G00 code rapidly positions the cutting tool while it is above the workpiece from one point to another point on a job. So G00 it is generally used for the rapid travel of the tool. So no any machining operation it is carried out during the rapid movement of the tool. So for that, when you have to only move the tool from one point to another point, then G00 code that is used, that is a rapid movement of the tool. During the rapid traverse movement, either the x or y axis can be moved individually or both axes can be moved at the same time. The rate of rapid travel varies from machine to machine. So these are some G codes that are shown. So we will see the various codes, its operation and its function. So G00 means it is a rapid traverse or point to point positioning at rapid movement, and function is rapid travel of the tool and to approach the tool change position. G01 that is linear interpolation. So in this, the tool travels along the straight line at a controlled feed rate. So for this code, the machining operation it is carried out. So for that, the tool it is moved in a controlled feed rate. So that feed rate that will be given. At that rate, the tool that will be moved from one point to another point and machining operation it is carried out. Then G02 it is circular interpolation, that is clockwise. So it is a clockwise circular motion using two axes in a single program block. G03, it is circular interpolation, but it is anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise circular motion using two axes in a single program block. Then G17, it is a plane selection, that is XY plane. G18, it is XZ plane, and G19, it is YZ plane selection. So this function is used to identify the plane on which machining is to be carried out. So G17, 18 and 19, these are the plane selection. Then G20, that is inch units, also G70, it is used for the inch programming, and G21, it is metric units. So also G71, it is used for the metric programming. So G70 or G20, it is a programming in inch units, and G21 or G71, it is programming in metric units, that you have to follow. G40, it is a cutter compensation, cancel. Then G41, cutter compensation on the left, and G42, cutter compensation right. So it is a cutter or radius compensation. So radius will be compensated during machining outer profile. Then G70, G71 inch format and metric format. Then G74, so it is a full circle programming off, and G75 full circle programming on. G80 fixed cycle cancel, G81 to 89, it is a fixed cycles. G90, it is absolute dimensions. So the coordinates are with respect to origin, then it is called absolute dimensions. And G91, it is incremental dimensions. Coordinates are with respect to latest position of the tool. Then M codes, that is miscellaneous functions. M or miscellaneous codes are used to either turn on or off different functions which control certain machine tool operations. M codes are not grouped into categories, although several codes may control the same type of operations such as M03, M04 and M05, which control the machine tool spindle. Now some of the important codes are given. So these codes are, you can see in the next slide. M codes. M00, that is program stop. So it will give command to cancel the spindle and coolant function. M01, that is optional program stop. M02, that is a program end. M03, spindle on, and it will rotate in a clockwise direction. So spindle on, clockwise rotation. M04, spindle on, anti-clockwise rotation. M05, spindle stop. M06, it is tool change. So it will stop the spindle and coolant, and it will change the tool from the spindle. M08, it is coolant on, switch on coolant system. M09, it is coolant off, function is switch off coolant system. Then M10, that is clamps on, M11 clamps off. M30, program stop, reset to start, or stop and finish the program. So it will stop spindle, coolant and feed after completion of all the commands in the program. Also it reset the control and machine. So these are some miscellaneous functions, that is M codes. So again you can see the word format, word address format. So each line of program, that will be equal to one block, and each block is composed of several instructions or words. So sequence and format of words, you can see again. N3 means it is a sequence number. G2 means it is a preparatory function. X, y and z, these are the destination coordinates. Where you have to reach, you have to specify the coordinates of that point at this position. Then ijk, for arc you have to specify the ijk, that is distance to center of the circle. Then you have to specify the feed, that is f 3.2 means it is a feed rate, s4 means it is a spindle speed, then t4 means it is a tool number, and m2 means it is a miscellaneous function. Now we will see the different codes used in a programming, part programming. So G00 means it is a rapid positioning. The G00 command moves the machine at maximum travel speed from a current position to a specified point or the coordinates specified by the command. The machine will move all axes at the same time so they complete the travel simultaneously. This results in a straight line movement of the new position point. So you can see here G00 rapid positioning. So you can see the start point, that is 00. So it is a 00 machine point, and the end point, the coordinates of end position it is given, that is 5 and 12. The G00 is a non-cutting movement, so no any machining operation it is carried out, only you have to move the tool from one point to another point, and its purpose is to just quickly move the machine to the desired position to begin some kind of job like cutting or printing. Now, to to denote this, you can write G00, that is a rapid motion, and you have to specify the coordinates of end position where you have to reach the tool, that coordinates of that point that you have to specify in a block. So G00 x5 y12. So coordinate of the end position it is given, that you have to mention x coordinate and y coordinate. So the block will be G00 x5 y12. Then the tool that will move rapidly, because G00 it is a rapid movement of the tool, move the rapidly from one point to another point without any machining operation. Then G01, that is G code command, instructs the machine to move in a straight line at a set feed rate or speed. So during this, the machining operation that is carried out in a G01 code, that is a linear interpolation. So we have to specify the feed and the speed. We specify the end position with the x, y and z values and the speed with the f value. The machine controller calculates or interpolates the intermediate points to pass through to get that straight line. Although these G code commands are simple and quite intuitive to understood, behind them, the machine controller performs thousands of calculations per second in order to make these movements. So you can see start point and end position. So for G01, that is linear interpolation. So unlike the G00 command, which is used just for positioning, the G01 command is used when the machine is performing its main job, that is a cutting operation. In case of lathe or mill, cutting material in straight line, or in case of a 3D printer, extruding material in a straight line. So when you have to move the tool from start point to the end point, and during this machining operation it is carried out, then the block will be G01, that is a linear motion or linear interpolation. Then you have to specify the coordinates of end position, and also you have to specify the feed rate at which the tool that will move. So G01 x5 y12, that is a end position coordinates, and feed rate is f 200. So that is a block that is used for machining operation. G02, next code is G02, that is circular interpolation, that is in a clockwise rotation. The G02 command tells the machine to move clockwise in a circular pattern. It is the same concept as the G01 command, and it is used when performing the appropriate machining process. In addition to the endpoint parameters, here we also need to define the center of rotation or the distance of the arc start point from the center point of the arc. The start point is actually the end point from the previous command or the current point. So you can see here, after reaching the tool from initial position, that is 00, to end of G01, that is 512, then that is a rapid travel of the tool or machining operation is carried out from G00 to or points are 00, that is the initial position, and to end of G01, that is 512. Then you have to move the tool in an arc. So for arc, starting point is 512, coordinates of that point it is 512, and end coordinates of that arc is 107. So you have to move the tool from starting point to the end point in a clockwise direction. You can see the direction, that is a clockwise direction. So you can see there is a starting point for G02, that is 512, the coordinates that are 512, and end of G02, that is the end of arc, it is 107. So this direction, it is a clockwise direction. So to move the tool in a clockwise direction, you have to use G02. So G02 means it is a circular interpolation. Machining operation it is carried out, and it is in a clockwise rotation of the tool. Clockwise. So it is a clockwise circular motion using two axes in a single program block. So the coordinates will be G02, then or the block will be G02, that is a circular motion, then x10 y7. So these are the end point coordinates that you have to specify, because you have to reach at that point, that is x10 and y7, and also you have to mention the coordinates that is from the center point, that is I5 and Z10. So here we will still have the same endpoint as the previous example x10 y7, but the center point is now at different position, that is x0 y2. With this we got wider arc compared to the previous one. So that coordinates, so I5 means it is a x offset to center point, and Z10 means it is a y offset to the center point. So that IJ coordinates that you have to specify for the arc only, or simply you can directly write down the R10. So the block will be G02, X10, Y7, and instead of I5U Z10 you can write R10, that is radius. Now G03, that is circular interpolation counterclockwise. Just like G02, the G03 G code command defines the machine to move in a circular pattern. The only difference here is that the motion is anti-clockwise. All other features and rules are the same as the G02 command. So just like G02, the G03 G code command defines the machine to move in a circular pattern. The only difference here is that the motion is counterclockwise. All other features and rules are the same as that is used for the G02 command. So you can see here. Now the starting point for the arc is the coordinates are 5, 12. This is the starting point, and end point it is 0, 7. That is the end point of the arc. You can see the direction, it is anti-clockwise. So the code will be G03 for anti-clockwise motion. Then end point of the arc is x0, y7, and the I and j coordinates will be I0 and j5 from the center, or simply you can write R5 instead of I and j coordinates. Then G20 and G21. So it defines the G code units either inches or millimeters. So G20 it is used for inches. So also instead of G20 you can use G70, and G21 it is millimeters. It is metric programming. So instead of G21 you can use, or you can write G71. So we need to note that the units must be set at the beginning of the program. If we don't specify the units, the machine will consider the default set by the previous program. Then G17, G18, G19, it is a plane selection, G code plane selection. So G17 means it is a XY plane, then G18 it is a XZ plane, and G19 it is a YZ plane on which the machining operation is to be carried out, that plane that you have to select. So you can see, suppose you have to carry out machining operation on a top portion, so you have to use the G17. Then it is a XZ. XZ means it is a G18, and YZ it is a G19. So this is a plane selection. So G17 is default for most of the CNC machines, but the other two can also be used for achieving specific movements. Then G28, that is a return home. So the G28 command tells the machine to move the tool to its reference point or home position. In order to avoid collision, we can include an intermediate point with x, y and z parameters. The tool will pass through that point before going to the reference point. So you can see how the tool it is returned to the home. So for the G28 code that is used. Then G90 and 91. So positioning G code commands. With the G90 and G91, G90 means it is a absolute dimensions. So coordinates are with respect to origin, and G91 means it is incremental dimensions. So coordinates are with respect to latest position of the tool. So G90 is for absolute mode, and G91 it is relative or incremental mode. In absolute mode, the positioning of the tool is always from the absolute point or 0. So the command G01 X10 Y5 will take the tool to the exact point, that is 10 5, no matter the previous position. On the other hand, in relative mode or the incremental mode, the positioning of the tool is relative to the last point. So if the machine is currently at the point 10 10, the command G01 X10 Y5 will take the tool to the point 2015. This mode is called incremental mode. Then cutter compensation. So for cutter compensation, G40, G41, G42 it is used. So in CNC machining, if the cutter axis is moving along the program path, the dimension of the workpiece obtained will be incorrect, since the diameter of the cutter has not been taken into account. So modern CNC systems are capable of doing this type of calculation, which is known as cutter compensation. What the system requires are the program path, the cutter diameter, and the position of the cutter with reference to the contour. Normally, the cutter diameter is not included in the program. It has to be input to the CNC system in the tool setting process. So you can see the comparison of the tool path with and without cutter compensation. So the final contour in a diagram on a left hand side, the final contour does not match with program path, and on a right hand side the final contour matches with the program path that is shown. So cutter path, it is offset from the program path. If the cutter is on the left of the contour, G41 it is used. So in a first diagram, that is cutter on the left of the contour, use G41. If the cutter is on the right of the contour, G42 will be used. And G40 is to cancel the compensation calculation. So both the diagrams that are shown for G41, when to use G41 and when to use G42. So you can watch the directions of the tool travel, and according to that you have to use either G41 or G42, and for cancelling the compensation, G40 you can use. Then instead of G20 and 21 you can use G70 and 71. So G70 means it is a inch data input, and G71 it is metric data input. So syntax will be N10, G70, G90, G94, G97 and M04. So G70, that is the second position that is used in a syntax, means the inch programming it is taken. So this is regarding the CNC part programming. Thank you.